Keep it pyro.
Welcome back. It's the Flip Life Radio Show, and we have got the most amount of guests in here we've had so far ever since starting this show.
Don't flop, but all their
Don't Flop team. We got man like in the building, Gemini, Tony D, and the surprise guest Locksmith. Uninvited. You're always invited, brother. Don't watch that.
You're always welcome.
You man are actually the first people to come here twice. I mean, we ain't had no one on here twice. I mean,
yeah. No. Nah.
It's not. I don't know that about soccer. Okay. Well, I set this
Antonio
interview
might
up.
give you a mic stone.
Yeah. Well, I set this interview up originally with the man, Mr. Don't Flop. What's good, sir?
I'm alright. How you doing, man? You good?
All good.
Cool.
So yeah, you know what I mean, you got there's a big event coming up for Don't Flop. You lot have been doing like this Don't Flop events for a long time now. What is it, the 8th birthday?
8 years, man. So it's been about 7 years, 11 months now.
Six,
Yeah,
putting in that work.
Too long, man. Yeah, that wow. I think that wow every day.
Yeah.
I wake up and I'm like, no, in a bad way. I wake up.
Nah, man, do it in a good way,
Yeah,
fam.
what have I done? Look at me 8 years ago.
Well, it's growing like crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I came to some of the first early Don't Flop events.
09? 2009?
I don't even remember, man.
Back when Novi used to drink.
Yeah.
That's a different Novi.
Back when I had no hair. No beard. Yeah.
Well, like battle rap in general has come up in quite a few of the debates we've been having on here. I'm sure you've been following a few of the things we've been doing, and like just starting with a kind of debate platform. We had C Major on the show, and we was asking him what the definition of hip hop was, and then we were kind of talking about different scenes, the battle scene being kind of separate maybe from some of the other UK hip hop scenes, and he came out with that he didn't think battle rap was hip hop. So what do you say to that?
I disagree completely.
Yeah.
It is hip hop, of course it is.
Yeah.
It's not in exactly the same lane as making a 12-track album, but it is hip hop.
Yeah.
And it always will be.
I agree, definitely. Definitely. When he came back later, I posted this on the debate group the other day and pointed out what he'd said, and he kind of changed it. I can't quote him exactly, but he said, of course it's hip hop, but the fans aren't.
It's because I hit him up and I was like, you better change that answer.
Is it? You hit him up?
No DMs. I posted on his wall like, yo, logging me off here.
We need a screenshot.
Yeah, I didn't even know he said it, to be honest. But.
He was saying.
it is hip hop, man.
He was saying the fans were different. He feels like the fans maybe are not hip hop fans. Like the fans that follow Don't Flop, they're not necessarily into hip hop as a music art form.
Yo, some of the first fans we ever had were goths, and I respect that a lot. It doesn't mean they're like goths and emos, bro. Like, But I'm saying it still doesn't make what we do not hip hop. I think it makes it even more. I think it's sick because it's so inclusive.
Because it's pulling other people into a format of rap music.
First people we ever had at events were like goths, indie kids, and emos, and I'm proud of that. I'm not secret.
That's kind of sick still.
Yeah. Obviously, there's mainly hip hop heads now, but like it's an inclusive thing. Yeah. You got people from all different. Like we had an event in Brixton where there was like a 50-year-old couple, and I thought they just happened to know the people at the venue and they'd actually come to the event. They'd actually come to the event, and I feel like, we had the best day of our lives. And I was like, yeah, you go then. They probably couldn't even tell you anything about hip hop at all, bro.
Yeah.
It's a diverse audience.
Yeah.
Also, I don't think it's just a diverse audience. I think that the way that you kind of, the people that are involved, it's like really nationwide, more than a lot of other aspects of hip hop is.
Yeah, it's
really
always about
do
being
have a chance no matter where you are in the country.
And you know what, we make an effort to go to a lot of cities as well.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much anymore. When we first were starting out, we made an effort to, if we had like one battler from one city, we'd go, cool, we'll do an event there. You know what I mean, we did an event in Scarborough. What business have we got doing a hip hop event in Scarborough? You know what I'm saying?
Was hip hop popping
you
in Scarborough?
don't need to know where Scarborough. No, it wasn't, bro. It wasn't. But we had a battler. That's what I'm saying, though. It wasn't really a scene up there, but we had a battler up there that was actually doing quite a lot. So we went up there.
Do you think what you do, Don't Flop, and the battle rap scene in the UK is respected and connected with the UK quote-unquote hip-hop scene?
I say half and half. Actually, no, I'm lying. I'd say we're probably respected by about 75%.
About 75. I thought you were gonna say low. You know?
No, do you know what? No, I think. Do you know what? A couple of years ago, I probably would have done. But I feel like the positivity has changed a lot. Like,
well, you hotted me up on Twitter the other day.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, that's just me. Like,
I was going through my timeline. I don't know what happened, but it was a tweet from 2011 where I was. There's a story to this. I know it. There's a story to this. To why he found this tweet, and I was like, I don't know when I wrote it. I was probably drunk, and I don't know.
But it was that's what I'm saying. That was back in the day.
And I was like, aside from Tony D and this couple people, these men are all trash.
Didn't you say something about the guy that Tony D rolls with his garbage? You said something like that, innit?
I don't know.
The other Brer on Tony D's album is whack.
I don't know. He didn't have an album out at the time.
I thought he was talking about Reveal.
No. But I said he agreed with me anyway. You know? I said I don't really think this anymore.
I'd never say anything bad about Reveal, bro.
Yeah.
I value walking, mate.
Yeah, no, Reveal's dope.
Yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying. Back in the day when we were blowing up, it was like there was people that didn't like us blowing up, and there was people that really supported us. Now I think anyone that doesn't support us doesn't really care anymore.
So you don't think the same divide is there?
No, there is a divide, but I think it's a lot less. And honestly, I don't care. I do what I do. I do what I do. I don't flop. I roll with people that I bring people out, and we put on good battles, and they've got their own fans. And that's all I want. I don't care about if the hip hop scene likes us or not, because most of them do. I'd say about 3-4 years ago, there was a time when it was a weird juxtaposition between like we were getting so many views and our events were packing out every time, yet there was a huge amount of people that couldn't. Can I swear on the show or not? Can I swear?
Try to hold it down.
Okay, I'll hold it down. Well, they didn't F with us at all.
Yeah,
and that was cool. And you know, I mean, that was an awkward time, but it was still cool. Whereas now, it's like I don't really feel that at all. I don't feel that. You know, what I mean, I went to a.
Maybe, but are they just coming like they've come around because you're successful?
I think they maybe, but also I think they realised we ain't going anywhere. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I went to a Children of the Dam show last year, and I'm be honest, I was not nervous going there, but I thought, you know what I mean, this is a bit weird. I feel a bit out of place, but I'm going to a show of a group that I've followed for like 10 years, and I feel like some of their fans might not like me.
And
it was Lee Scott, and there was a lot of them there. There was a load of the High Focus lot there. It was all on my. I felt a bit awkward going, but I went there. I got showed love from absolutely everybody. And I was like, damn, this has changed a lot since a few years ago.
No, you're probably right. You know, I feel like there's a lot of division in a lot of scenes. I felt division myself from a lot of people, and then I went to Boom Bap recently, and all the kind of people from different corners was all there, and it was just mad love.
Yeah, I think it's always the times you expect it's not going to be that, and there's actually it's the opposite as well. There's times when I don't think it's going to be. Well, I think it's going to be love, and it's not. That's weird. When I go into a place thinking it's going to be nothing but love, and I'm like, wow, this is awkward as hell. That happens a couple times. Yeah, there's a couple times I'm like, I feel really awkward.
Yeah. Well, in the group, we've been asking some of the kind of typical battle rap questions, maybe from people that our haters ask. So
they're the best ones to talk about, man. Let's get through.
We've been asking. Maybe we should ask some of the artists in the building right now. Can battle rappers make good music?
All day long.
All day long.
Don't like, some battle rappers, let me clarify. Some battle rappers. Some other battle rappers shouldn't be letting their booth, like I said, headphones or mic. No, this is not for you. Step aside. But to generalize and say battle rappers can't make music, that's ridiculous.
Can they make great music though? Can it be the best? Do you know what I'm gonna say? When I was watching one of Gemin1's battles the other day, in the build up to this, and it had one of your songs at the beginning, and it was that kind of trap sounding kind of thing. You was going in with flows and all of that. I was thinking I need to look this up and listen properly.
I was rapping before battle rap. If I didn't rap, I wouldn't have battle rap. You know what I'm saying?
So would you
from rapping before battle rap?
So, but would you then call yourself an artist before you came to battling?
Would I call myself an artist?
Yeah. Would you put yourself as an artist first?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been rapping since I was like 30. I wrote my first bars at 10.
Yeah.
So like I've been rapping in the studio since I was like 13, 14. So like
So what's more important to you?
Music's more important, but it's all together, you know what I'm saying? It's all one art form in one sense, you know what I'm saying? Like battle rap lets me show a different side that I'm good at as well.
Yeah. Definitely, man. Definitely. And on the other side, I asked the question on the flip side, there's a lot of a few established recording artists that are entering the battle arena now. And we've got, in America, maybe more, Joe Budden, Cannabis. Can these guys step into this arena? Can the UK rappers, who out of the UK rap scene who doesn't battle, or who may not want to, who do you think would really step up and do it?
Oh, Gets, 100%.
Gets, yeah?
Gets, no doubt, He'd kill it.
Michael Payne's built for it.
Michael Payne, yeah.
Blitz and Tobes.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, what was it we said the other day? What was it? Krypton Conan versus Blitz and Toad.
Okay.
That would actually be sick because they all punchline, and yeah, that'd be crazy, right?
Yeah.
So there is a few. Like I think it's the obvious answer is to be like, nah, everybody would be whack. Ain't true. I reckon some. Yeah. Honestly, I think Krypton Conan would shut it down. If
I think the rappers will make the best battlers.
Yeah,
because they're used to performing, innit? Too many battlers now step in a battle. They ain't never performed anywhere in their life. They step on stage and we turn the cameras on and they flop. Like it's horrible.
Yeah, no, that's true. But but then there's the flip side of it. Like I asked a question about Shuffle T and Marlo because I don't know. Do they make music?
Yeah, now and again, but only as a joke, not really.
Yeah,
like,
so I'm sure I've seen them say they don't really consider themselves rappers. So they're like,
I'd say they're rappers, they're just not artists. Yeah. They can rap. I'll be honest.
Yeah, they definitely can rap. They're like my favourites. I'll like put that out there as
but 5 years ago, you wouldn't have said that 5 years ago.
Well, when I wrote that
you would have tweeted about that 5 years ago. You would have been like, who? Do you know what though?
It's not true. That's not true. You know, I would have probably said they was dope. I would have probably said they was the best. And all you other guys who think you can rap can't touch.
Do you know
these
what?
guys.
I'll be honest. Even the people that don't flop. A lot of them who are like, oh, it's not music, blah, but all the normal stuff. They'll still be like, oh, but that team, the two white guys, they don't even know their names. They'll be like, I've seen the two white guys, they're funny as hell. Oh, the ones that did the compliments battle. Like, people, because do you know what, with them two, I think it's difficult to deny how good they are. So I think you're a hate. If you know what I mean?
It's hard to not find it funny.
That's what I mean. It's not, I don't think, honestly, I don't think it's preference. If you say them two aren't funny, it's not preference. I think you are just a hater. Because you cannot categorically say they're not lyrically talented.
They're dope. They're actual wordplay.
And they don't roll around saying they're rap artists. They say they're battle rapper because they love battle rap. Like,
and that's the thing about hip hop, isn't it? It's like skill. Like you have to recognize skill. Skill's very important in hip hop to participate.
Yeah, that's the thing that's
so
different with battle rap. Like the same people that like Shuffle T and Marlo, they wouldn't rap, so you'd never know. So in battle rap, you get to see that there are people like him that can do that.
Yeah,
it's different in rap scene. You wouldn't see the same type of people rapping.
Yeah, no, for real. Yeah, man, that's kind of dope still. I wanted to take it back a little, please. I don't even usually ask these kind of questions, but just to even tell us a bit about the start of Don't Flop and what made you kind of, like the beginning of the story, what made you want to start it?
Man, I don't know, like it wasn't like much of like a conscious decision really. It was just like, I wanted to battle more. Back when I started it, I was really about battling. Like,
because you was battling yourself
so
at Jump Off.
I was about it, like I was really about just battling, and I did Jump Off live actually once. There used to be a video. I don't think there's a video online of it anymore.
You got it removed,
I didn't. Nah, I put in them complaints. Nah. It was against. You remember that guy called Sam K, the Asian guy?
Yeah, he got mentioned today.
Yeah, Sam K. Yeah, I did. I battled Sam K. Randomly one time. I hopped out of the crowd. Rap 6 saw me in the audience, and I was like, "Put me on." And he was like, "Oh, I know you. You're the one that did the acapella." And I was like, "Yeah." I hopped over the railing. They didn't feel me at all.
They didn't.
Yeah, I was with Ark.
I was probably there booing, but I was drunk them times.
I wondered who it was at the bottom. Nah, I remember Ark and them were all like, they were like, "Bro, honestly, it ain't your thing. Like, just stay. It's not." I was like, "No, I want to try it, and I'm glad I tried it."
Why do you think that was?
Because the Jump Off live crowd ain't the acapella battle rap crowd. Well, even though it's acapella, you know what I'm saying? They're not the YouTube battle rap audience. They're just a different...
was you already on that kind of format of battling?
Yeah, I'd actually done the Jump Off acapella tournament about 6 months before.
And then I don't even remember that. That's mad.
Right. So it's random as hell. That's what I'm saying. Like I'd already done the acapella tournament and got quite a lot of love. We went to Jump Off. Do you know what? I even remember what event it was. It was when Professor Green battled Stig for the MySpace promotion money.
Oh yeah, that was a bit later on. Yeah. I don't know if I even went to that.
I think so. It was quite a while back. Just before we started Don't Flop, and there was that big hype about like they were saying they won money, but they didn't really win money. I think
they won MySpace promotion.
Yeah, they won some kind of MySpace promotion.
Well, he got him. He must have used that money all right.
He used it all right. Yeah. And I battled Sam K there, and it was honestly I was probably on stage for about a minute. Yeah. I got booed. They weren't feeling it at all, man.
Yeah, nah.
At all.
But it's Jump Off.
Huh?
Which is better?
In what way? What do you mean? Sorry.
Don't Flop or Jump Off?
No, Don't Flop every day. That's like saying what's better, like Pepsi. What's better, Pepsi or the Asda 19p one? Obviously, I'm joking, man. I love Jump Off, man. They're cool. They've put me on, man. I ain't even hate. No, but I would say I personally prefer Don't Flop. 100%, yeah. Because what I run Don't Flop the way I like to see battle rap. They run Jump Off the way they like to see battle rap.
I prefer like that. I prefer to watch Don't Flop battles.
It's different, like,
100%. But I probably prefer going to Jump Off.
Yeah, it's a different era, man.
I prefer
it's
the jump off pillow fights, but I prefer the don't flop battle raps as well.
People, I get, but the funny thing is it's like not everybody feels like that, because I get messages from people being like, you know what you should do? You should have girls hosting and this and that. And I'm just like, ain't us, like. But it shows there is a demand for that, because some people like it would make your events look better. More guys would come if there was girls. And I'm like, do you know what? Ain't me though. I don't want to have girls in bikinis hosting. But it works a jump off. That's what they do, and I respect that, man. And they're still full. Do you know what I mean? They still do their night, and that's cool. So I don't want to do that.
Well, they ain't done it for ages, but they come back. They come back every few years.
Yeah, when they come back, and I rate that though. And when they come back, and the events are decent, but I couldn't put an event like that on because it's not natural to me. Like, I'd feel too weird.
I love them events, man. They're fun. They're fun to go to.
I remember I saw you there, and I remember you tweeting me, and you were like, "Oh, it's random to see some of them." And I was like, "Nah, it's cool."
Because you know what? You probably would have found this tweet a little while before that when I was in the same like cussing don't flop mode. I was like, these man don't come down to jump off.
Yeah, right. Yeah, like
then the next one he sees man there.
I was about like I think it was 2013. I think it was a couple years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, when they did it at Scala all the time. I was there a lot.
Yeah, I saw you there a lot after that. Still,
they're good fun. Like I said, it's a whole different kettle of fish what they're doing. Like, it's not what I'm trying to do.
Cool. So what can we expect from the upcoming birthday, and when is it?
It's 2 weeks. It's actually 2 weeks today. The London event is 2 weeks today.
Okay.
Yeah, in Bow, in like a place called Engine Rooms in Bow.
Okay, yeah.
It's a new place we haven't used. It's in like the sticks. It's in a really random place, but it's a sick little venue, man. It's probably about twice as big as this room. I'm actually getting a bit nervous now. I'm starting to think I've booked somewhere a bit too small. Yeah. So that's today. Then we've got the Leeds event on the Saturday and Sunday after that. Sick.
So what's the big battles happening?
Well, we've got Tony and Pat. And he's got a lot to say about him and Pat, I'm sure. More than me. I mean, him and Pat honestly is probably the biggest battle. Him and Pat stay from Canada. What else is we got a Raptor versus Jonai. You seen Jonai?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, he's dope, man. He's really good. He's basically like Raptor if Raptor was American. They're very similar. Rapid fire rapping. Yeah, very similar. And then we have there's so many other battles. The London one is actually quite funny. The London one's the less serious battles. Yeah. So it's like all the more, to be honest, the more expensive battles we put on the main day with the bigger venue. Okay. The London is all like a lot of like for example, like the guy Jonah I just said his manager has just started battle rapping. Yeah. So his manager is doing a battle rap for us on a Friday.
Okay.
Yeah, so things like that. Yeah, exactly. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, he's had like 2 battles and he's got a few views. He's coming up. So I was just like, yo, you're coming at it with him. You might as well battle one of my new guys.
So just let it happen. Like the training day events as well.
One of them. That's what it is on the Friday.
I came down to the one that other day, man. It was dope. Both you two killed it at that event still, man. Dope. I suppose we should ask the man about these battles. Are you battling as well, Gemin1?
Yeah. So is you man gonna duppy it, yeah? Who are you battling, and how hard are you gonna defeat them?
I'm battling Pat Stay. He's a pretty big deal, I suppose.
Yeah, man.
I suppose, he's quite famous, but he goes the same way the rest of them. No, I'm excited, man. Like, it's the only battle I really wanted this year. I wasn't gonna battle at all this year, and I ended up, I don't know, about 8, I think. But yeah, it's a good battle. It's time for me to really kick it up again, you know? So yeah, it's about that time. I'm looking forward to it still.
So you ready? You're ready? Or?
Nah.
You get ready a couple days before?
Yeah, I like as close to the wire as possible. But to be honest with you, for this one, I want to have everything and have it locked at least a week before. Yeah. So I want this to be a good battle. Mm. But yeah, for the most part, I've probably got the first round about a week before.
Yeah.
Second round about 3 days before, and the third round about a day or 2.
All right.
Yeah, I'm late for that.
Are you battling Gemin1?
Battling Swave Several.
Okay. And the same thing, you're not ready. You leave it to the last minute.
I wouldn't say last minute, but yeah, something.
2 days
before. 2 days before. But hey, I say that, but every time I battle, I got way more material than I need. Yeah. So like,
it's better to have more in it.
Can I just say, his battle at the Filler's Elbow was the time limit. We all agreed. Him and the other MC was 5 minutes each. They both
one round.
12 minutes.
They both spat for 12 minutes.
They spat for 1 and 2
and a half time.
Yeah,
and I missed 2 minutes.
Yo, and it was. I'm not even hating because no one got bored.
You know what?
Crazy.
I didn't even watch either of the announcements of who won out of these battles. These two both won.
I definitely won.
His
I know you won.
His was judged.
Oh.
Mine weren't judged and I caught a body.
Yeah.
I better not laughing.
No, but you're a name that people's talking about a lot at the moment. How many battles you done?
10 now.
10, yeah?
Yeah.
People were talking about that you should take the title next on Facebook this week, and they're saying you're not interested in it.
Nah, it's not for me anyway. There's at least one more person in line first in it. So
yeah.
Well,
because there's someone else lined up to try and to go for it.
Someone wants it, innit? Like that's how it works, innit?
Okay. Really you have to ask for it.
No, you just have to want it, innit? Like it's been up, like it could have been on the table. You know what I'm saying? And it's just not my path right now.
Okay.
So I'll let whoever wants it go for it, innit?
Yeah. Cool. We don't talk about who that is at the moment.
That's so good. Shocks.
Shocks. Yeah.
Guy in the battle, Tony.
Yeah. Sick. Actually, now someone might have mentioned that in the conversation as well.
Look, our thing was like the way we saw it was if he does good with Tony, it's his to take.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter that he lost, he did good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, he did dope. I need to watch it again. Yeah, I would do this to Tony, but I thought he took it. I can't lie. In the room, it felt like he took it. I love Tony. You know what I'm saying? That's people, and he's dope. But it felt like in the room, I don't know, like Shocks he got. He might,
Shocks first was crazy.
Yeah. You never lost.
But that's why he's sick though. That's why Gem's sick, because that's what their attitude is. Me and Gem have been talking about this so much recently that people don't seem to understand that you can be cool with someone and still talk shit about them in battle rap.
Of course.
People don't understand that. It's like, yo, okay, cool. You got your guy you met at an event. You WhatsApp every now and then about girls. It doesn't mean you can't then still be like, I want to battle you. Do
expect the messages to come up in public.
Yeah. But do you know what? Not even that actually. Not even that.
Well, it depends.
I feel more like. Yeah.
I'm blessed with Raptor. Every time I see him, I'm gonna kill you. Like, I'll kill you again. You can't beat me to save your life. He's my boy.
Do you know what I was gonna say, man? The funniest thing about battle, the modern age of battle, I don't know what it used to be like, but with ours, it's like whenever you battle someone, you can't see them without bringing it up. Every time I see DNA, it comes up. We battled 2012. Every time I see him, he'll be like, you know I killed you, innit? And I'll be like, but you know I killed you.
It's friendly banter.
Never ever stop. Never stop. Like, he sees Raptor, and he's like, I killed you 2 years ago. He's like, I killed you 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's good though.
I hear that.
So we've been trying to get it. I mean, we just put a blog up today with Gem talking about Swave, and he's like, it's not about saying that you're whack, because everyone knows you're lying. You wouldn't battle someone you thought was whack.
Nah,
do you know what I'm saying? It's not about you. We're not trying to get the MCs to be like putting these 20-minute blogs out saying, you know, I'm the best ever. They're just trying to be like, look, I believe in myself. I believe I can beat you. That's all we're trying to get them to say. Because it's over friendliness is killing it.
And then what did Swave tweet?
Yeah, and Swave just tweeted me back and was like, "This." I think he put, "This is what I needed."
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
And that's the point.
He weren't like, "Who's this boy talking crazy?" He was like, "This is what I needed. This is the motivation." So same with Tone and Shocks. Like, they don't hate each other, but they had a crazy battle.
Yeah,
and now I guarantee when he next sees Shocks, he's gonna be like, "I killed you." Remember?
That's another. I never really thought about this. I never really thought about this, but even bringing it back to Jump Off again, that was a bit different back then, because I think there was a bit more animosity between the battle rappers and all of that.
Professor Green and Saint, bro.
Professor Green and Saint.
That was hate. That was real hate.
You see, the Professor Green and Saint thing, like that was real life, innit? Like, I was in the middle of that. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that was life.
Oh yeah. Now they weren't. They had anything personal.
Nah, Pro Green and
Saint and Pro Green kind of hated each other, innit? And then Pro Green had the thing where he fell off the stage because he was going to say a line. I was standing there right behind Saint's girlfriend.
Oh, you were there?
I was there, like, and the funny thing is I was cool with both of them, kind of like. And then I'm here. Saint's girlfriend's here on the left of me. Professor Green's girlfriend's here on the right of me with all the haunted house lot and all of that. Professor Green comes walking, he's going to say a line where he's going, his girl's only 15 years old, and he goes to point at her. And even then I figure out that's a violation, you don't point at, you know what I'm saying? And then like, he just dropped, you know what I'm saying? Dropped off the stage. It's unlikely you see that battle rapper falls off stage. I just started going mad.
That might be the first gun
fingers in the air, bro. And then like his girlfriend, Professor Green's girlfriend at the time, just punched me in the stomach like, why are you celebrating so hard? Yeah, peak. And it was kind of peak outside afterwards. But it's all good, man. It's better. I suppose it's better that it's kind of, you know.
It's not like that. Nah, it still exists though, but not with too many people. Yeah. Like, there's a couple rivalries that I think they're starting to get a little bit serious. But I don't think it'll ever turn into like a physical. Yeah. There is just some people that battle that actually don't like each other.
Do you think that's ever caused by the things that are said, or is it just more like their personality, or is there somewhere it's like that was really deep? And
you know what it is? I think some people come into battling and they don't understand this thing of having an ego that doesn't have to necessarily be real. So some people will come in and they'll look at someone and be like, why has this kid got this ego? And then it will really offend them, and then it becomes this. But you know what I mean? But they don't understand that it's all it's all part of the personality and the thing. And
do people ever have like tantrums, like when they lose?
I've had tantrums when I
There's you having a tantrum on the internet somewhere on YouTube.
I don't personally choose to use the word tantrum, but people use it to me.
I remember.
Don't ever watch it. It will change your opinion. Now, do you know what? I got off lucky with that, bro, because that was before this whole big YouTube age, so no one cares about it. I did one battle that got mentioned in one battle, and it's never been mentioned again because it's irrelevant. I got so lucky with that, bro. I've never seen that. No, because it's not relevant, bro. That's what I'm saying. It actually isn't relevant. That was 2007. And I look so different. I was so young. Not like it's one of them things where like if it gets brought up, it's kind of like everyone's like that's so long ago. But my first battle after that, I got killed for it, and I knew I was gonna get killed for it. And that was cool. And I expected that.
Oh,
and it was quite funny.
I think I saw that. That was in America or Canada or something.
It was in grind time.
Yeah.
2009.
I saw that when it was talking.
So it was about a year later I did my first written, and of course I knew okay he's gonna mention it because it's funny. It is funny. I'll be honest. Back then, like when it was only happened quite recently, I was pretty embarrassed about it. But now I think it's hilarious. But back then I was just like, do you know what I mean?
No time for that.
Do people ever blame Don't Flop for their losses? Like
that happens
my mic
a lot.
Wasn't working.
But do you know what? There's been a couple battles where I think that has happened. Where I think like we've been like we should stop the battle and sort your mics out, and the people are like, let's carry on. And I think subconsciously with the judges, I think they have like the person that sounded clearer. And I'm like, yo, we said we could have stopped it and changed it. But, you know, I'll be honest. When he battled Shotty, that's one of our highest view battles, one of our best battles. I couldn't actually hear it very well on the stage, and I was a bit worried. Like, the stage was terrible. But however, out in the audience they could hear it perfectly. But I was like, I'm not gonna lie, during the battle I was like, this is like a 1 million view battle or whatever, and I don't even know if the audio is gonna come out alright. Luckily I listened to it back, perfect, it was cool. But man, there's been a couple times I've been like, what are we doing?
It's real different than it is on YouTube.
You know what I mean? I prefer the ones we have. That's why I prefer these ones we have with the little room, 100 people. You don't need any microphones, you need no equipment, just cut up and film. When you start doing these big events, you need the clip-on mics, you need the recorders, you need this. It's too much, man. It all gets a little bit too showy for me. I prefer it, you know what I mean?
I ain't been to one of them big events, man.
I prefer the one you came to. That's way more me, right?
The last one we just did is just, I told Danny I want to do an event in this. I want a small thing. I just put it out there, and he said, I do next in line.
Yeah, straight.
Because I like you know what it's like, and it's just rapping it. It's just like a cipher.
Yeah.
Everyone's like crowded around you. The big stage now, I feel disconnected from the crowd. As far as I want to see people like just crowding you.
Right. The big stage for the fans, I think, is a lot better because even certain times I've been to events and you just floating between the stage and the crowd, and then I just watch. But it is like from the crowd when you're watching it from there, it is nuts. People are going up on the stage.
It's like it's like a theatre performance.
As an artist, you feel more appreciated when it's so when it's in Fiddler's Elbow and it's that direct.
Me personally, I said I ain't interested in battling again until I can do a good battle in a small room. I don't want to do a big stage one. I've done them, they've been great, they've been good to me, but I don't want to do them right now, man. I want to just.
I feel like they're two different things, right? They're two different types of performances. That's why I like them different. Like when you're on a big stage, you got to perform different to a small room. Like in a small room, you can just bar out. Like when I'm like, you don't have to cater to the way you're performing as much. You can just bar out. When you're in a big stage, it's a different performance.
Yeah,
so like I feel like the big stage is a bigger challenge. That's what it is, isn't it? Like,
what do you prefer though?
50-50. I've had good showings on both, innit? So it's like 50-50. Obviously, my first time in a small room, I feel like the reaction was better than on a big stage, like that I usually do. But the big stage is the challenge, innit? To make 500 people make noise is harder than 100. You know what I mean? Like.
Do you know what I'll say that? There's nothing like getting a reaction in a big room, man. Now, you remember that
like
forever.
You earned it, innit?
Yeah, that's
when you,
for real.
Like when you've been fighting for it as well, like.
That's my best. I prefer the small rooms, but my favourite battling memories are from battling on the big stages.
Yeah, man.
Because just the feeling of getting like 1,000 people shouting is just unforgettable. Honestly, it's unforgettable.
Yeah, man.
What about favourite battles? Not necessarily yourself.
Honestly, like my favourite one right now is Tony and Shocks.
Yeah.
Honestly, bro, that was 3 rounds. There was no filler. It was that's the and him and Tox when I just dropped that was dope. Him and Shocks. Like I think our quality we've been putting out has probably got better as the years gone on. I think at the start there wasn't that many classics, but like the Shuffle T and Raptor, did you see that one? You saw that?
I'm not sure,
That's quite funny. That was quite a style clash where it's like obviously Shuffle T is being funny, Raptor's been... Yeah, so I like that. I mean, in general though, man, like... There's too many battles.
Too many,
I prefer like performances to battles. Like Loaded Luck's performance versus Calico when he's just talking crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I couldn't really say many battles. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm gonna get serious for 1 minute. We've been doing a lot of shows about racism in hip hop music. We've had a few different debates. We had the Alex Dirty situation. A bunch of times battle raps come up. It's like racist content seems to be like more accepted in the battle world. Do you think there's a reason for that, or how do you feel about it?
it's because like the battle world is like an artificial community. You know what I mean? It's almost like as I said, because you're putting on personas, you know it's not real. The only time it gets awkward in Don't Flop, what I've witnessed, is when people say stuff and you can't tell if that's separate from what they're really thinking. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
But it's okay if it's not what they're thinking.
If it's not what they think, I don't get. For me, that's just how. For me,
like the lines kind of what gets said in a battle. It gets said in a battle. Like I know everyone else is watching, but this is between me and you. I'm gonna make them laugh at you. This is how I'm gonna make them laugh. Like it's between me and you.
I don't really think that.
It reflects like.
I don't really think I'm asking about it like on a personal level though, like on just what it kind of perpetuates of what we accept. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Well, it depends which lines that you're talking about, because some are like straight up offensive and some are clever. Like what Troy Brown said to you, that weren't racist. That was hilarious.
Yeah, but the only thing was that it would be better if he was battling me. What was the bar? I can't remember. What was the bar?
Midlife.
Oh yeah, someone said to me. Yeah, but the only thing is, what annoyed me about it was he didn't say it to me. He was battling Tony. If you said that bar to me, that's a crazy bar.
I was gonna make that point that there's like mad. Like I see a lot of racism towards you when you're not even.
But that's, do you know what? I don't care because I came up battle rapping, bro. Do you think if I had a problem with this stuff, I'd be able to do Don't Flop? I don't care. Like honestly, don't care. Like I said, I care. There's certain people, they make a comment to me, I'll be like, bro, don't talk to me like that. Someone like Troy Brown, bro, if you're a funny character, I know we're cool off camera. You can say what you want, it's fine. But like that, I'll be honest, he dropped the bar and I'm like, yo, that's the best bar someone's ever said about me. It weren't even to me. You don't get 0 points in a battle for dissing me when you're battling Tony, but that might be the illest bar I heard about me.
You know what I'm saying? There's a difference between a line like that than just straight disrespecting you on your like where you're from.
I hear you. I should have come with some examples to be honest, but I do think there is like there is stuff that's like I don't know, like we wouldn't accept that in other hip hop circles or other circles too.
I can give you an example. Like Disaster was doing all the whole gas chamber stuff to Iron Solomon. Like that's different. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Do you know? I'll give you another example. Yeah, like randomly, this don't happen too much, but there'll be a couple battles where like, even though it's not like a racist term per se, like people will just throw in the word like blacks or something like that. You know what I mean? Where it's like it's not racist, but it's not really like what you if you're rapping about. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like if you're rapping about someone, just randomly throw it in like, and then you and the black, it's like whoa, like it's a bit. That's when it starts to get a little bit dodgy. Like,
I see that a lot on King of the Dot.
Yeah, I got a little issue with it just with what it perpetuates. Like there's some things, there's things we see on Facebook now. Like there's been loads of actual, like I keep sharing these things in the group where there's like rappers from out of London, like white rappers, they're not battlers, so they're just guys who make music, and they just say like mad racist comments on Facebook. Like there's a dude saying something about people go back to mud huts, and what was the one last week, Jazz, that you shared?
He said, I just banged up this Somalian.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
And then, but his friends were like, "Oh, I hate Somalians." And spear chucker effers.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. You'd never see that,
and
man.
he didn't check any of your friends. Didn't say nothing.
I see
So
your point.
I just wonder if there's like things that are going on in the music that perpetuates and kind of like encourages this kind of thing to happen.
I feel. Do you know what I think? I think if you were like if you're like a young kid, then maybe if you were like 14, 15, I see how if you come up, because obviously if you grow up on battle rap now, there's so much to grow up on, and like when we watched it, there was it wasn't really a racial thing. Whereas I get it now that if you're a kid coming up, you might start to believe this is acceptable behavior.
But I mean, like if you're say that you're just some white kid from the sticks somewhere, and like your parents are racist, but you like rap music. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what these people basically are, innit? You know what I'm saying? And then you watching all this stuff, and it's like it's like confirming that it's all right. You know what I'm saying? So I got an issue with it. I don't want to be the guy to attack nothing that's going
the thing
on,
is, I said
anything, or blame music for anything.
Do you know? No, what I've always said is like, in the same breath that I'm always gonna be like, it's battle rap. I also completely understand that that's the rule we've made up that doesn't apply to everybody else. Like I get that. Just because I'm cool with someone saying you look like this, I understand that.
So
like,
you've created a rule that it's alright.
Yeah, we don't really mind. I don't think if you battle, there's no point in minding because you just stay away in it. You might as well stay away if you care. Yeah. But I'm saying I do understand at the same point that just because I don't care about it, other people will. Like we haven't made like a law. It's just like we say, all right, cool, you can. Yeah.
In the same way you didn't make the rule because you didn't make.
Yeah, I mean,
what it's been forever, isn't it?
Yeah,
like,
I just look. Battle rap will stop being what it is if you start censoring it and you start putting sanctions on it. Like, we can't do that.
The Battle Scars event, that's another event that's gone on for years. They don't allow cussing families and racism. Yeah, it's always been like that, and they've had a successful event. But I didn't really agree with that. When it used to happen, I think this is nonsense. When I went and judged one of them recently, and I kind of looked at it and I thought, I kind of think, maybe that's all right. You know what I'm saying?
But is it freestyle?
It's not.
I think there's a difference. Like you see, sitting down to rap.
Yeah.
See, as far as like sitting down to rap.
Yeah.
And freestyling. If you're freestyling, you say anything.
Anything's
gonna come out.
Yeah. No, because someone said something racist in the battle because it was freestyle. It was like Somali and something. It was like the same comment as what we read, and we had to pull it up for like, you know what I'm saying?
But you don't get that in a written format. You know, it's tailored to someone. It's very specifically to you, for you. I've thought about it. I've considered this.
So it's worse, isn't it?
And rare. Because like, I mean, I'm battling Pat Stay. Pat Stay battled Marv1. Marv1's got an autistic brother. He said the most disrespectful things about the guy's disabled brother. A man's made up a story about my sister. About 5 or 6 rappers picked up on it and kept the same story
again, I just think it's different.
So there's things. Do you know why it's different? Because it's personal. Yeah. But that's the thing.
You don't matter how badly you offend the person. It's what.
Yeah, there's wider implications, but that's not what he's doing it for. It's in the same fashion that wrestling. Yeah. If wrestling encourages violence, when these people are messing their play acting up there, this is the same thing. I don't hate like Shocks. I just battled him. We had a cold battle, but I send my bars to him, and he sends. I just heard his first round for math. You know what I mean? We go back and forth, but we still got in the ring and battled and said terrible things.
Yeah, straight.
Like, it's not real. So I understand what you're saying though, as far as people looking at it and kind of getting the wrong impression and thinking, this is all right. Especially like you said, them little kids what live in the sticks, and there's no ethnic minorities in the village where they live. And strangely, those are the most racist places in
Do you know what? Also, another point is that
like
another thing is that people set their own boundaries. Like say, like what he's saying about the disabled brother stuff. Like, I'd go in a battle and I'd say if I found out something about your girl, I might say it. But I personally, like, just because it's battle rap now, I wouldn't go in a battle and do that because that's not me as a person. So everybody battles, and that's why beefs happen sometimes, because people's boundaries are at different points. You see what I'm saying? So like, someone will battle someone and he'll think, I think this is hilarious. However, that guy's like, do you know what? I'm not really cool with you saying that. And that's why the fights have kicked off. Because someone will think it's funny and it turns out the guy's battling don't find it funny at all. Like, if I had a disabled brother, I personally would be like, I'd probably message the guy before the battle and be like, look, talk about whatever, don't talk about that. You know what I mean?
Man, that's peak. I do. If that happened to me, it would have been peak.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
but that's why I don't do this stuff.
It's just so that everyone's got a limit. Everybody's got a limit.
Shout out to Nova's disabled brother, but
I would blatantly punch people up if I was a battle rapper. I'll say that right now. I'm actually angry. No one's even cost me it.
Well, we're gonna have a clash here.
Let's do one round.
I want to battle.
Like, disrespect over everything in battles. That's what I think. That's the most important thing. Like,
how disrespecting someone in it. You're in there to disrespect someone. So my thing is, you cannot put a limit on that. There's no rules to it.
No, I hear that, and I'm gonna keep supporting and pushing it and watching them anyway, man.
You battlers of color though, you're a bit trash at dishing white people. You need to go harder this year.
What would you say?
Like, you ain't got enough. They go hard. They're very funny.
We think the white battlers are more.
White battlers
this is the problem though, Ben, because the same with a female battler can't do to a man what a man can do to her because of the power structures in society.
So because you white, you get better service in restaurants. You get cabs. You get held cabs on the street before I can. Like,
what we should do is interracial. We should do it interracial compliments battle.
Way too much.
what we should do. That's what we should do. But that just gave me an idea. We should do an interracial compliments battle where you're just battling a white guy, being like, "I love it how you'll be able to get a loan quicker than me." That's amazing.
No, for real.
That's viral. Imagine that always early. Imagine that clickbait title: "Black guy compliments white guy." Bang.
Why don't we run though? Why don't we run?
Because it's just like that's just the way it would work. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just the way it would work. Like,
yeah, no,
it's a shame. Man. But yo, do you know what? The thing about not having enough angles on white people is because the guys, when it is the interracial battles, yeah, like it's like they always take the same angle. They just say, "Oh, the cops are racist, whatever. You're racist." Like people need to. You're right. There needs to be like a more interesting racial attack on white people if you're gonna do it.
But I did. Wait. Listen.
Battle, he got me good. After I battled Enigma, he got me good. So I was thinking, no, the next opponent I battle might be a bit racist. I'm gonna come out with some long and then do you know what? I watched Tox do it against Jay Shorts. I'm like, do you know what? I'm glad I didn't do that.
Yo, because there's a thin line. There's a thin line in it.
It has no power.
There's a thin line between.
I feel like I have to make the point again because everyone's shouting, but I don't think that's fair because. That's not society is racist and sexist, and the way that it's structured and the power thing means that we can't get white rappers like they can get us, and women can't get men like they can get us, and that is kind of a bit unfair.
I think when females battle, it's weighted in their favor. Trust me, I disagree. I think if a girl comes through and they got bars, they get love immediately.
No, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like cusses based on gender.
But I'm saying I don't think
I'm not saying they've got.
I'm saying I think if you're a girl that can rap, I don't think you've got to worry about being mega original because you can come in a battle and if you can just spit bars and it's all right, you're gonna get love.
But that's not really what I mean. I'm not saying that like people of color have a harder time in battle rap and women have a harder time in battle rap. I'm saying that the cusses based on the like.
You can't use discrimination.
Yes, they can't use discrimination, and the fact that white people and men and whoever can means that they'll always have the upper hand in that particular way. So I just don't think it's fair to say that minorities need to have better white people cusses.
Anyway. Like,
you shouldn't.
Truly, like, it's so not needed. I ain't discriminating on one person in the battle. Don't.
So that's pulling.
Yes, do you know what? I think it's on the way out, bro. I think it's on the way. Yeah, I do think it's on the way.
We'll
it's
see. We'll
like,
see if we stomp it.
I tell you what, the other
I don't
thing.
know if I believe it.
Nah. Well, I'm not saying it's going to be done by tomorrow, but I mean, as far as homophobia goes, that is definitely on the way out.
Yeah.
Definitely on the way out.
We need to wrap this up, but there's something I actually wanted to ask you about that because there was a battle rapper who came out as gay. It was on Don't Flop. Am I right?
Yeah, there was. Yeah, well, came out as bisexual, but everybody who's straight always considers that as gay.
Yeah.
I'm just being real. People always say to me, "You got a gay battle rapper," and I'm like, "Yo, he wasn't actually gay. He was bisexual." But
and I saw a few of his battles, and like obviously he got dissed a lot for being gay and whatever. But was the general feeling way more accepting than that in the community of Don't Flop?
Nothing but love. Everyone rated it, man. That's what I'm saying. No one cared at all.
Like on surface level, innit?
Yeah, that's dope.
No one cared at all. That's what I'm saying. Like homophobia, like
we're gonna do this subject soon. We're gonna ask about homophobia being accepted in hip hop and whether it fully can, and if that's an example of it.
Honestly, I mean, the guy that he battled, of course, brought it up. But apart from that, he didn't get any bad treatment from anybody, man.
Alright, dope, man. Well, we need to wrap this up one more time. Can you let people know about the event that's coming up?
Yeah, it's at the 18th of November at a place called Engine Rooms in Bow, and then if you're in Leeds, it's Stylus in Leeds and Hi-Fi in Leeds.
And there's still tickets available.
Yeah, don'tflop.com/tickets. You can get tickets for the London one, the Leeds one, all the other events. We got one in Manchester coming up. You can buy tickets for as well. And
yo, guest list for the man, them,
we got a paid guest list, innit? So.
Yeah, okay. One love for coming down, man. Much love, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep fighting the good fight, man. PyroRadio, Flip Life Radio. We're here on the first and third Friday of every month, 9 to 11 p.m.
Keep it pyro.